Okay, now we're ready to roll out here. The NightEagles starting to the east.
Yep, and their opponents, Insidious Gaming, will be starting to the west.
And quite the heavy setup per se. I mean, no SPG, quite surprising for Airfield.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of these Southeast Asia teams, they don't like to play with artillery on Airfield.
Yeah.
Whereas the Korean teams, they love
systematically like play with SPG.
They love that SPG.
Well, in any case, taking a look at the tank selection here, when it comes to Insidious Gaming, well, pretty standard setup, if you ask me. 2 MX-50s, 2 T-32s, and we've got Nisa with that Tier 8 Light WZ-132.
Yeah, so nothing too surprising coming up from either of these teams.
A pretty heavy setup altogether. Now, NightEagles opting for just a more versatile type of approach here with 3 T-69s.
More adaptable, yeah.
Yeah, sort of like 3 T-69s. So in terms of firepower, just there'd be I guess, a little outgunned.
Yeah,
a little, just a little, but
slightly.
Not really, though. As a matter of fact, I mean, they opted not to pick any light tanks out there. So I mean, you know, those T-69s can do so much damage anyway.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
and they do have that extra bit of mobility as well. So we'll definitely. It's all going to come down to micro once again. Yeah, once again. Oh, the NightEagles, like with an incursion right here, like to smack in the middle.
They're going heavy in there.
They're really going heavy in there.
Yeah.
Quite
two of those
T-69s
actually. I don't know actually right now if the rest of the team is there, but we do see.
Well, I mean, they clearly have been spotted. So now the heavy troops, like on the.
Yeah, they're backing up.
Well.
Yeah, actually, it could have been a bait. Oh yeah, I think it's a bait because basically those T-69s went in and baited the NightEagles to come back to their base, and they actually
brilliantly done because like the central hilltop was being squatted
they went up the hilltop and they're
they're
sniping down the retreating tank.
Yeah, the IS-3 and the T-32 were just on that small hilltop in the middle, and they fired a few shots, so they cracked a few shots out there. However, Insidious Gaming still have plenty of time. Like,
excuse me, I actually mixed that up. There was the NightEagles who made the play onto Insidious Gaming.
Of course, that's a given. And actually, Insidious Gaming taking quite a bit of damage. Through these proceedings.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Insidious Gaming, they had a retreat, and while they were retreating, basically the NightEagles team just had free reign.
Yeah, it was target practice.
Yeah,
I mean, especially for the T-32 and that IS-3, it was just like candy.
Yeah, and they're actually still kind of poking down the Insidious Gaming members.
Yeah, and Captain Desk guys right now are down to 22%. So really not looking too good, and he's in a crossfire as well. So he really has to watch out.
Yep.
So a very aggressive approach by the NightEagles. I gotta love the way these guys play.
Yeah. No, actually, I really admire that strategy because they knew that when teams play on this map,
systematically, like they're gonna focus.
They
on the
always go
on
that northern pass.
So they totally like predicted that. They were be forced to defend, so to speak, because nobody like goes like for a frontal approach in the middle, because that's usually suicidal. But it's just anticipation, really. They
actually, this is how they defeated Avantgarde as well. This is they anticipated exactly what Avantgarde was going to do, and they just completely countered their strategy.
Guessing what your opponent's going to do, and that guy's down to 2% now.
Wow.
Oh boy,
he's like, be careful. Yeah, the NightEagles, they're in a pretty commanding position right now.
With a sliver of life left here. So, I mean, no tanks went down on the Insidious Gaming side as of yet. One T1 was taken down on the NightEagles side, but make no mistake, the advantage goes to the NightEagles right now.
Definitely. I feel like most of the members of Insidious Gaming have taken some amount of damage.
Yep.
Whereas the NightEagles, they're pretty healthy right now.
Oh, absolutely. And those T-69s just keep harassing the enemy base. Doing a great job. And like, look at that. Like that T-32 and that IS-3 are just like literally camping right in the middle, and it's just doing so much damage. Now, a wee bit of a flanking maneuver here coming from the Insidious Gaming side.
Is that a T1?
I reckon it's a T1. It's got to be.
Yeah, it could be.
Or that WZ-132.
Yeah, it could be a WZ-132.
Yeah, it could be Nisa out there just trying to pick up like.
Actually, looking at the movements on the minimap, I feel like it's a T1 because it's not that aggressive right now. Yeah, it is a T1. Yeah, if it was a WZ-132,
right now,
then they would just go out there
and just and smoke him out.
But
I don't reckon
Oh, but some more fighting in the Insidious gaming base right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. And well,
actually, one tank might go down right here. Oh, they're really low, man. Yeah,
well,
look at that.
Audio on the NightEagles side that did take quite a bit of damage.
Oh, and the first tier might go down right here.
Oh, really?
Nice.
This guy's with 2%.
Wow.
Still managing to take down that T69, so brilliantly done. I gotta say, like, oh boy.
Oh, actually, the NightEagles losing 3 tanks now.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they lost both T1s, but most importantly, it's just because, you know, Captain Deskai is on Insidious Gaming is so low on hit points, but he still managed to crack that shot and take out CKSBB.
Much,
and
the NightEagles are pushing
crucial.
in. The NightEagles are pushing in on the Insidious Gaming base right now. Actually, they're going for.
I mean, they're going for the hunt right now, but they're outgunned. They're outgunned.
They are definitely outgunned. Oh, he has to be careful here. Griff's taking down really low.
Ketchen, yes.
Wow.
Ketchen, brilliantly done. So takes out Grits, but
Ketchen actually gonna probably get taken out here. One more shot.
Like those T69s are getting smoked out there. So
wow, how did Team Singapore do that, man?
Well,
that
I mean,
was
honestly,
amazing.
the key was for Death Guys to stay alive.
Yeah.
Really,
actually, I feel like
stay alive, and they just, you know, they kept cool pretty much. They didn't lose their composure. They just waited. They knew that when it came to just a direct firefight, they obviously had the bigger guns. I mean, those MX-50s.
They tried to wait it out.
Well, exactly. I mean, look at that. Like, you've got Elite with his MX-50 that just took out 2 enemy tanks. It's just that extra firepower, pretty much. So definitely working to their advantage. So I think on the early stages, although they were being aggressed out there, it was very important for them not to lose their cool, and they did that pretty well.
Oh
so,
man, only one more tank remaining now. Only audio. Wow. Yeah, it's Insidious Gaming, man. These guys, they play this to perfection. They, you know, even though they're actually on the
well, even
lower
under
footing.
Pressure. Well, exactly. When they're under pressure, they still bring their A game to the table, and that's like the sign of a great team. I mean, that's exactly the kind of play I was actually expecting today when I saw the draw. I was like, oh boy, this is like D2 is going to be quite entertaining. And well, I mean, these two teams definitely plenty of quality. I mean, needless to say, but
I mean, I have to say though, the NightEagles strategy coming into this was just
brilliant,
awesome. Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. You know what? Against a weaker team,
they would have just wiped
like,
them.
Steamroll on them, like just creating havoc and panic pretty much. But when it comes to Insidious Gaming, they really managed to be steadfast.
So
and weather the storm like really well.
Yeah, but for the viewers out there, if you missed it, basically what happened was the NightEagles teams, they pushed straight through the middle island, or it's not an island, but that middle pass, kind of the central hill area. They sent pretty much all their forces up there. They sent 2 of their T-69s.